Hello guys, welcome to and welcome back. I'm Sew-Ronica and I'm so ready to show you guys the progress of this gown. So in today's video, I am stitching the bottom portion to the top half or the middle half of the dress. And so what I soon discovered after doing this is that I had more red than I did yellow. What does that mean? I was hoping y'all would be able to follow me and know what I was talking about. So the skirt, it needed to be pleated is where I'm going with that. So if you make little bitty baby darts all around the skirt, just kind of fold it over and fold it over and fold it over and lay it down. Because you don't want to do too many folds in one area because I found that it jams the sewing machine. So after I did all that and I realized I had all that extra room, I was like, you know what? That's when I went ahead and applied that technique. But I wasn't tripping because over here I create and adjust, okay? I modify, I make corrections, and we keep it moving. So as of right now, the time of this recording, the gown is still incomplete. I work on it a little bit every day. I've also taken on some new tasks in my personal life. I volunteer for harvesters. And I tell you, the carnal mind will kick in and it'll be like, you know what? You enjoy sleeping in. It'll be like, you know what? You could be doing X, Y, and Z. But in the spirit realm, I'm very much aware that when whatever you've done unto the least of them, you've done unto him. And so, Jesus, he asked his disciples, and they was like, well, they asked him, they was like, Lord, when were you hungry and we didn't feed you? When were you cold and we didn't, and naked and we didn't clothe you? When were you in prison or sick and we didn't visit you? And he said, when you've done it unto the least of them, you've done it unto him. So it's vice versa. If you don't do it, it's like you're not doing it to him. And then when you give to the poor, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that the people that, because everybody needs help sometimes. But the Bible says when you give to the poor, God restores that back to you. I forget, I think sevenfold. You know what I'm saying? So God blesses you in return. God makes your storehouse to run over. He makes your cup to run over. And so there is a blessing in it. And every time I do it, I feel energized. I feel restored. I feel, I want to say, healing virtue flowing through my extremities because, God will give you strength and he'll give you what you need to feed his people. If you're doing anything, you know what I'm saying, for the glory of God, to the people of God, then God will make a way to where you can continue to do it. He'll continue to bless you. And I remember I had it was like the dead of winter. Yeah, it was like the dead of winter and I remember being like really concerned with the homeless people because it was freezing cold, just putting gas in my car. And so I was like, I can't imagine I've been homeless before, but I can't imagine being homeless. I don't know. It just seems like the winters are colder than they used to be. I guess that's that global warming thing happening. But, um, when I was homeless, I was, walking the street with a duffel bag. I would get off work. I remember I was working at this telecommunication place and it was a black guy. I remember, I can tell by the voice, his voice. And he was like trying to talk to me. This was years ago, y'all. I was in my 20s. Anyway, I was in my late teens, early 20s, most definitely. And he was trying to talk to me and he was like, well, when you get off work, what you gonna do? And I was like, well, I'm currently homeless. And I forgot that, they listen to those calls. And so with them listening to the calls, the management came over and she talked to me. She was like, so we didn't know you was homeless. Yeah, I'm carrying this big old black duffel bag, and I'm wearing these same little boots. Okay, I was wearing these same little boots every day to work. And she was like, yeah, we didn't notice that you were homeless. But I was also living with my auntie, like, periodically. And so I was able to shower, etc. But I was sleeping on the couch, and the couch was already occupied with someone. So, anywho, but I know what it feels like to be homeless. So I started yes, I jumped stories, y'all. So I started the ministry, or not the ministry. I started taking it upon myself to cook and bring some out to the homeless. And I don't know if you can tell by my cooking videos, but it's only certain dishes that I can really, really, really like put my foot in. And for those who don't, you've never heard that term, that means throw down in the kitchen. That means like you really can cook it good and you can own it. And so, but all my other dishes, it's like, I don't know, what is this? Is this meatloaf or is it chicken? You know, is it pork chops or is it Salisbury steak? We can't tell what it is. And so, I felt like I was doing the homeless an injustice, to be honest, quite honest. I'm not trying to be funny, but I felt like I was doing them an injustice because you wake up, you know what I'm saying? I was literally like passing them the food through their tents. I was like, you don't have to get up. It's freezing cold out here. Like you've already gotten to, I'm sure you've found some type of warm spot and you're snuggled in. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to move. I'll just hand it to you. Just show me your hand. And anyway, it was quite the experience. And so God blessed me, y'all. He blessed me so tremendously that I know where my blessing came from. It came from helping the homeless. Those couple of times that I did it, um, I realized that me going out at nighttime in the dead of winter was not safe. It was one guy, he had a tent that was built like a fort, honey. And and it was like under a bridge or a bypass. And I don't know, I just something, my spidey senses was like, no, it's time for you to go home. Because you know, the homeless people can have pieces too. They can have rockets. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to use that word. But I mean open carry, okay? That's for the homeless too. Anyway, so yeah, so I haven't done it since, but I was like, I still want to help. But I don't want them to be waking up out of the middle of a sleep to some food that they like chewing and looking like, did she put onions in here? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to disappoint nobody. So I don't know if you've ever been hungry and then you take a bite and, you know what? Let me tell y'all this story. When I was working at that place that I told y'all for 10 years, you gotta search the videos to find out where I'm talking about. But I was working at that place and there was a black woman. We was actually friends. And uh and so she had cooked some sweet potato pie, y'all. And you know we judge by the arms. If your arms look a certain way, that means that you can throw down in the kitchen. And so she had that sweet potato pie, honey. She pulled that foil back. She pulled that foil back and gave me a piece. And we all was standing around and I took a bite of that, y'all. And I can't pretend. Not to say I'm rude and all that, but I can't pretend. If it's sweet potato pie, I'm expecting sweet potato pie. And it was salty. Y'all, I eliminated that right there in front of her. And I was like, I don't understand. Why is it salty? Anyway, let me let y'all get to the video. But I said all that to say, since I have volunteered my time for harvesters, and I edit all these videos on my phone, it's extremely difficult for me to, not extremely difficult, okay, all things are possible, but it's a little challenging for me to uh, like hold my phone all the time and be editing and, you know what I'm saying, still working not a full-time job, but I'm still working a job. So I don't know, just bear with me. And as I get the footage edited, I get it uploaded. Again, I had an idea with what I wanted to do, but that particular black shear, you know, y'all seen the black shear that I have, it doesn't go that good with it. So what I did was I sewed this to give this a hem, and now I'm going to place this on here. So the gold shear is going to still be there, but they're going to be able to see this through it. Now, I'm not ready to work at David Bridal's just yet, or put them out of business. I'm playing. But I mean, because I get that that's more of a, this gives off more of a cheerleading vibe than a gown. So if I put this in the front to kind of cover the tie-ties and then it's showing through the gold sheer, then it may take away from the gown, but it's still gonna cover it up. I just wanna finish the gown. I wanna finish it so I can have some idea of how to make better gowns in the future, right? So over here, we create and adjust and we learn from our mistakes. So what I wanted to tell you guys is that I realized I have yellow thread at the bottom in the what is that? What is that called? Let me get some coffee. Hold on, this is real life. This is a real life senior moment. Hold on. Bobbin. Thank you. This commercial was brought to you by Folgers. In your cup. Good. I think that's the Folgers logo. I don't know. But yeah, so the bottom bobbin is, and this is thin, this needs to be lined. I'm exposed. But no, so the bottom bobbin is yellow and the top is black, right? And so when I did this, I was concerned if the black, okay, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. Hold on. There we go, just like that. Just like that. In a pop of color, it is. Okay, so I was concerned if the black was gonna show through on the yellow. Y'all, when I tell you that this is something that most people, I'm sure you guys already know, but whatever color is in the bobbin at the base of the sewing machine, and not the big spool of thread, that's gonna be the color that's at the bottom of what you're stitching. But I guess it depends on what way you turn it. But if you're stitching it, you know, looking at the wrong side like you're supposed to, the yellow is, I mean, you can see the yellow over here on the red side, obviously, but you can't see it. You can't see it on here. So I was just blown away by that, and I wanted to stop and show you guys. I have the sleeves on there. Y'all probably already seen the video of me trying it on. But, so now that I'm gonna stitch that part to it, then I'll be able to combine it. Because I don't want to have too much fabric that I'm trying to work with on the sewing machine, because I don't know, it just gets a little difficult. The heavier, the bulkier the fabric. So do everything, I'm gonna do everything I need to do with the top portion and the bottom portion, and then when it after I do that, then I combine them. That just makes sense, right? And if I decide to do some, you know, alterations or modifications, how's this look? I just had to cover that up, y'all. That I might be able to wear it like this out. What y'all think? Anyway, I already wore it out before. This was the first thing I wore out. But and I didn't want it up that high, so I'm gonna make some adjustments. I wanted to show some, you know, like down to here. There we go. I think that's good. I'll pin it and then hold it up to myself. Y'all got so excited when I figured that out. That's gonna help me in the long run. But yeah, that book that I was reading, it just kept repeating itself, talking about, you know, have it unplugged, have it unplugged, have it unplugged. And it's like, okay, you did your part to let us know the importance of having it unplugged before doing anything to it. But now it was just like, I don't know. It's like reading a book where people repeat themselves. You know, after a while, it gets frustrating and you want to, I was going to say click off, but I mean, if you're reading a book, you just want to put the book down. But nonetheless, I worked through it and kept reading. And because, you know, some of the smartest people, some of the most intelligent people that I've run across, they read a lot. And I get it, you know. Reading helps, obviously. Okay, so y'all see the vision? So now I still got the sheer there because I don't know, something about this filling just makes it feel elegant. So I have to have the sheer there, but I don't have to be exposed. I don't want to be exposed. I've always found the cleavage V area of a dress to be very feminine and attractive, but not everybody has the boobs to fill that area in. I know I don't. So it's just like a bathing suit. You want to find one that complements your body type and your makeup, your structure. The prettiest gowns, you know, to each his own, but I think the prettiest gowns are the ones that are, excuse me, that are, what's going on? What's happening? Are the ones that are form-fitting, and you don't have to worry about if something's popping out all night. Excuse me one second. I've seen celebrities wear stuff that they have to keep adjusting all night, and I'm just like, that's miserable. Like, why wouldn't you just wear something that you could be comfortable with, look good in? It shows that you know, you've been working out, going to the gym. You know, you can even, there's some stuff you can buy that will cover up the fact that you haven't been going to the gym. So I just rather wear something that's giving full coverage, or at least 80% coverage, and be comfortable than have to worry about if my stuff is gonna be all over the internet. Now in my 20s, I was a hot mess. Honey, I was the one at Walmart in Daisy Dukes. I've come to a point where I needed to like kind of pivot because the bottom half looks great. I love the bottom half. I need to line it with a black lining though, so I can wear it comfortably out. And the top portion, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. It needs more work than the bottom half. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to combine these and how I'm going to get in it. Is it going to be a pullover dress, or am I going to have to put a zipper in the back? Now, y'all remember the last dress, I put a zipper in the back. It had a ripple from the back of the neck down to the rooter to the tutor. I know how that went. We're going to get done with this weekend, because we're going to wear this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and shave some of this off because we don't need all that. So the plan was to have it done in time to wear it to and also I want the Travis Kelce Little Wayne thing that was done here in Kansas. Have to be was I gonna go? No, I wasn't gonna go. But I was going to be somewhere in the vicinity where I could record myself in the gown and get people's public opinion of my first gown that I've sewn in the Chiefs colors, representing for Kansas City, Candace. Representing for Kansas City. I don't know about you, but I don't want to do that. That was the plan. Like that. That's not the move, honey. That was it. But because the surgeon decided to conk out on me. Yeah, I don't want to. And who knows what's going on in the dry cleaners? Like, what are they really doing? Putting some steam on it? Is it really getting clean? That's the question. Is it really getting clean? All right, precious people. So that's that. Let's go ahead and take it to the sewing machine. Now I need to redecorate this sewing room. I really do. I'm going to do it one day. What did I do? What did I do? I feel the ripples. I see the ripples. It wasn't rippled when I put the pins in it. It wasn't rippled. It was not rippled. Let me find out what's going on. Hold on. Hold on. Because what we not finna do. I'm just trying to see why the ripples. I mean, my setup is good. Y'all like how I randomly start a sentence? My setup is good, but I feel like it could be better. I feel like it could be improved. All right, so let's see what these ripples are doing. Nothing. Shall we proceed to give you what you need? Okay, I don't. Put it down. Y'all put in the comment section what kind of sewing machine y'all got. I'm just curious who all has a Singer. Like, is that the brand that's in now? And how long you had it. I'm just curious. I love my Singer, honey. I love my Singer. Let me back out of this. Starting to get a little messy towards the bottom of that V, y'all. Starting to get a little messy. We're gonna come on up out of there. God allows you turns, so do we. Alright. I don't know, towards the bottom of the V, it was a lot of material. It was getting scary. It was getting scary. It was a lot of material. And I don't know if I was, as y'all can see, the V is not really in a V shape at a certain point. It's kind of crooked. See? So we're just gonna stop there. We're gonna try it on and then see what's what. But I will put some lace around the top of the gold sheer. Because that neckline right there, right now, as of right now, no, that's not it. And I feel like I need to stop the video to because it's really long. So I don't know. I'm gonna put this lace on here, give it a neckline, and edit this video and put it up. We're gonna be done by this weekend, y'all. All right, guys, so I was trying to put the lace on there without pinning it in position because I felt like it was lace going across sheer, and it's like, oh, it don't need all that. Like, you can just do it. No, honey. Once I started missing the lace, missing the sheer, and I was like, nah, let me stick with the basics, stick with the fundamentals. So now I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna start where I've already had it in there. Press your foot down, take my pins out, and proceed. What's going on? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? How did I get off of the lace again? You know how in the word it says, it's the little foxes that destroy the vine. It is the little foxes that destroy the vine. It's the little things in our life that we're doing or that we are allowing that's eating away at us spiritually. And it's something simple like this. You would think this would be, I thought this would have been the easiest thing to do. And I am flustered that I have not completed this yet. It's the little things, it's the simple things that can throw you off if you're not. What'd he say? They're able to eat a camel, but they strain at a net. I'm trying to do this simple task. And it's just like, okay, let me. Maybe I should change the tension level since this is a different material that I've never dealt with. It's thin and it's trying to get that to overlap. This is silly. This is crazy. Now look at it. Now look at the lace. Y'all, me and lace. Y'all remember from me trying to put the lace on the fabric? The lines with the lace. We got half of it. That's something. We got half of it. But almost ain't good enough. Come on now. I just didn't expect it to be this challenging. And you know, when you get frustrated, everything starts frustrating. I'm like, what is this? Get this off of here. But we're almost there. We're going to see it through. What is that? What is that pulling? I felt something pulling. We're going to get there, y'all. We're going to get there. Okay, I get it. I have to keep shifting. Somehow, everything is going towards that way. It's veering off towards the right. So that's what's causing the lace to come off of the shear. So I got to be very mindful of that. I feel like I'm running out of space on my phone, so I really do need to stop and edit and get this uploaded. So guys, I understand the frustration with multi-part videos, because it's like you want to, you know, it's 2024. You want to see the project complete in one sitting. I get it. I'm the same way. But until I get really good at it, I have to take my time and I have to be able to rewatch it, learn from my mistakes. So, I don't know. Right now, this is what it has to be. And also until I get a camera, which I don't think I'm camera savvy. Like I don't think I'm there. Not trying to talk down on myself, but it seems really complicated. All right, so that's a hot mess right there. That's what a hot mess looks like if you weren't sure and you wanted to know. I don't know, that lace, some lace looks dated. This lace is giving dated. I mean, yeah, I never paid attention to it before, but it has circles. Like, why come it doesn't have like a, you know what I mean? This lace is circle too. I'm gonna start paying attention to my lace, y'all. I ain't buying no more old-fashioned lace. We ain't making no doilies over here. I mean, I probably should have started with doilies, but anyway. Let me edit this video before I run out of space and be looking stupid. Stupid. Okay. So guys, this is where we are. I want y'all to see the bottom half. Y'all see the movement? Y'all see how it kind of goes down a little bit? I'm going to have to blur out everything that is showing that I don't want to show. I'm going to get my fabric marker because I'm going to mark where I want to sew this V at. Child. This is where I want the V to start. Okay. So, and then the back, let me show y'all the back. Obviously, I'm gonna have to blur some stuff out. I'm going to mark on the sides. Where that top part needs to be. Okay? And then from the top part, just going to go straight across the back and cut. So the back is going to be straight across. And my husband said I need to wear, to line this some more. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but gotta line it some more, y'all. And of course, you know, probably, I don't know how I wear a bra with everything. But I see where it's, you know, a little cricket going over here, doing this, doing that. This is my first gown that I've been sewing for less than 3 months. So you have to start somewhere. Do y'all see the lace around the arms? It was kind of covered up. Kind of covered up by fat. But it's there. Y'all, I love it. I love it. I love it. But that's where we are. I'm gonna try to see the arms. No holes. No holes. Neckline. Let's keep going. Bless you, babe.